Okay, guys, so we're going to talk about week 4. This week you have your first reading assignment due. You only have 2 of these throughout the semester. So this is a secondary reading that I have provided, okay? And so it's going to be either in PDF format, which you can see here, or you can listen to the audiobook. So let's talk about that real quick. First, to get into your assignment, you have to click the actual assignment. This is where you submit your assignment as well as read the instructions and all of that, okay? So your first instructions are to read the pages/chapters that I provided for you from the book, Where Am I Eating by Kelsey Timmerman. This is not a textbook. This is an actual book that was published. Background is this guy went to several different countries and cultures to see where our food is being grown and then shipped to us where it's manufactured and sold in stores. And so some of it's very interesting. The chapters that you're going to be reading are going to pertain to chocolate. All right, so chocolate's a huge industry in America. We can pretty much go anywhere and get chocolate whenever we want it. But chocolate comes from Africa. This is where you have a lot of the cocoa bean farms, and you have people that work them, and their conditions are a lot different than ours. And so this is important for us as consumers in our culture, is to see exactly how we connect with other cultures when it comes to our food or our substance, and how we don't take that into account when we buy things. And so this may promote you to look closer at what you buy as a consumer. And so here's what I want you to do. This is the PDF. So you can click on this PDF and it's going to open right here. And it's a scanned copy, so you didn't have to go find the book. If you notice, obviously you're not going to be able to read it like this. So if you're not familiar, this little button right here turns it so that you can read it right here on your screen, okay? And so you're going to read all the pages that I've attached from the book, and then you're going to write a short essay on it. If you don't want to read it or you want to read along, I did find an audiobook that was free. And so I provided that link here for you. And all you have to do is click it and it'll take you to the YouTube video or the YouTube audio, and you can listen to it. Very important. This is the entire book, Where Am I Eating? I'm not asking you to read the entire book. I'm asking you to read a few pages and a few chapters. So you want to start it at the 2-hour, 25-minute mark. Okay, that's where you want to start the video. So you want to scroll until you get to 2 hours, 25 minutes. You want to let it play until you reach the end of Solo Story in chapter 7. Okay, so you're not going to read the entirety of chapter 7. You're just going to read to the end of Solo Story. So you have those two options of getting the information that you need to write your essay. So your essay. This is going to be well constructed, meaning it needs to be formatted in some way. I'm not going to be picky about how you format it. So if you like APA, by all means use that. If you like MLA, that's fine. If you like some hybrid mix of formatted written work, that's fine too. It just has to be formatted. And this means paragraphs, sentence structure is important, a title, your name, cited sources, okay? It has to be organized, and it needs to be a minimum of 500 words, a minimum. You can absolutely go over if you want to, but you have to at least have 500 words to get full credit. And your essay is going to be written over these 3 prompts. So I do not want you to answer them like questions 1, 2, and 3. I want you to use them and create a 500-word essay. Your first is to provide a short summary of the reading. When I say short, 3/4 of your essay should not be the summary of the book, okay, or the reading. So do not use 350 words to summarize what you read. Be short and concise, detailed in the sense that I can tell you actually read what you were given to read, and then move on to the second prompt, which is to discuss at least 3 key points or ideas that stand out to you and why you thought they were interesting or relevant. So you have to pick 3 things from this segment of reading that seemed important to you, and you need to tell me why. And then you're going to conclude your essay with how you might use what you learned in this book. So the information you learned from these few pages and chapters to be a more educated consumer, okay? And you can include questions or concerns that maybe you have about this reading, all right? Be sure to cite your information. I prefer APA citation style, okay? And if you don't know what that is, you can look in your course resources over here, and I've given you links on how to do this correctly. Your citation is the book, okay? So I'm really looking for the book. If you use any other resources, then yes, you must cite them, okay? And last but not least, when you submit your work, you are going to be agreeing that you're submitting a paper to be used and stored as part of safe assigned services. This is for plagiarism, okay? That your institution may use your paper in accordance with your institution's policies, and that your use of safe assign will be without resource against Blackboard and its affiliates. So basically what this means is your paper is going to be run through safe assign to be checked for plagiarism, okay? And so it goes through a global reference database with a bunch of academic content to make sure that you did not copy and paste a paper and try and take credit for it. You have to submit your paper using safe assign. If you do not, just know that you'll get a 0 for it, okay? You shouldn't be plagiarizing in the first place. And this is just a checker for that. If you email me your assignment, I will still run it through a plagiarism checker, all right? I have my own that I do, and I have caught many students trying to plagiarize, so please do not do that, all right? Write this in your own words. It's only a 500-word essay, and the story is actually very interesting, okay? To submit this paper, you can attach a file. I only accept Word or PDF, okay? That's what works for me. These will also attach, but you're obviously not going to create a PowerPoint, all right? If you give me Google Docs, I cannot open it. If you'd rather write it in Word or some equivalent and then copy and paste it, you can do that under the right submission. It will mess with your formatting, so make sure you go back and redo that a little or correct any errors before you submit. Do not write anything in this comment box, and do not submit your work through here. It will not be accepted. I will clear your attempt and ask you to do it again, okay? So that's all you have this week is your reading assignment. So you're going to read the little excerpt. You're going to create a 500-word essay that is well constructed and formatted, and you're going to submit it, okay? So if you have any questions, let me know. If not, then I wish you good luck, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week.